Okay, so if you've watched my channel, you know that I talk a lot about self-defense, and I've talked about the Kyle Rittenhouse case. And I've mentioned this, and this just came breaking news about some texts that were exposed. Now, I've said that the dude wanted to kill somebody. That he's the type of kid who just can't wait to kill somebody. That he wants to put himself in a situation where stuff's gonna pop off, so he could kill somebody and have that like a trophy on his sleeve, you know. And this is something that I've noticed with a lot of young kids, especially when I was in the military, that killing someone is like a badge of honor. You see this with veterans, you see this with law enforcement. Just it's like a thing, like a sense of pride that like I'm a badass, I'm a real tough guy, I'm a man, you know, I killed somebody. It used to be back in the day, you know, if you was a man, you used to go hunting, you used to go kill a deer, and maybe fishing to an extent, like nowadays, and not like regular fishing, more like fishing big game, like marlin, or you know, some really hard to catch fish. And you kind of use that as a trophy, like, yeah, look at me, look how badass I am. And a lot of people do this with killing people. They want to put themselves in a situation where stuff's gonna pop off, and they have a weapon, and they're just itching. So I'm gonna talk more about that, but let me play this just so you can see what I was talking about.
So he's his former spokesperson, and he said, "My first impression was a scared kid, arrogant, oblivious to the world around him. When he was telling me about the story, I believed he was being sincere. I believed things he told me that I now understand to be one of his many lies, and that hurts. That sucks." He says that despite also acknowledging taking the job, having been aware of this, so he says Rittenhouse had a history of things he was doing prior to the double slaying, specifically patrolling the street for months with guns and borrowing people's security uniforms, doing whatever he could to try to get into some kind of fight. So he admits he knew that going in even beforehand. But now he believed his self-defense claims initially until he learned of a number of text messages that Rittenhouse had sent in the weeks leading up to the killings. So the texts were in response to seeing shoplifters at a CVS pharmacy on August 10th, a little more than 2 weeks before the shooting in Kenosha. Here is some of what Rittenhouse said. "The world is disgusting. I wish they would come into my house. I will effing murder them." So he said, I want an interaction with these protesters. I will kill protesters. And then 2 weeks later, he once again put himself into a situation where he could plausibly claim self-defense. And what do you know? Some people were murdered. Again, if you've convinced yourself at this point that he was just a good...
All right, I'm gonna cut it off right here. But I've been saying this, and he's not the first. The reason I bring this up wasn't because of Kyle Rittenhouse. It's because of people that I know, people in my circle that are just like him. You know, like I said, I was in the military. I've been around people that want to get the rocks off by killing somebody. Also, I lived in the hood. I have people in my circles who've killed people in self-defense or self-defense. You know, they claim self-defense. They put themselves in situations in order to throw down, and so they can, again, wear that badge of honor. You know, like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm a badass. You know, and it's a thing. Like if you're not a man, you might not understand this. But if you're a man, you've probably been around these type of guys. You know, and look, anyone can kill. Killing it's not hard. It's freaking easy, you know. But these people want to like make it like it's the hardest thing in life, or it's like some accomplishment. And it's not hard to piss people off. You can piss off anybody you want. You can piss them off, and you can put yourself in a situation where you piss somebody off, they get in your face, and being I can't say these words. Being a coward, you're setting them up, and that's what I really want to talk about is don't fall for the trap. Like, don't get baited into getting angry when somebody pisses you off and going up to them like aggressive, because you could be falling for a trap that they laid for you. For example, remember, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Die Hard with Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. I think it was Die Hard 3. And one of the scenes has Bruce Willis wearing a sign. It says some hateful stuff, and he has to go to Harlem wearing that sign saying "I hate N-words," and so he's in there. And you wear a sign like that in a black neighborhood, trouble's gonna happen. If I go to like a Trump rally with a sign that, I don't know, says Trump's an idiot or whatever, I'm baiting people to come at me. It's easy to bait somebody, and stuff get confrontational, and a coward just is doing it just so he could get his rocks off and eliminate somebody and say, "Hey, it was self-defense, man. I was just practicing free speech, minding my own business. I was being a good American. I was over here just casually just cleaning up the neighborhood of whatever the city that was where this happened. I'm just a good, honest, hard American, minding my own business. And yes, I was walking around with a rifle and everything. I didn't mean to kill nobody." Yeah, right. You could trick the jury and all this. You ain't tricking me, man. I could read people like a book. Like I said, a young dude like that, there's hundreds of them. Don't fall for it. Don't be a trap either, because again, somebody could be setting you up, getting your blood boiling, getting you to come at them while they're calmly just waiting, to just for the right moment so they can claim self-defense. So just something to be worry about. Let me see if this dude's gonna say anything else.
He's just trying to protect other people that he doesn't know's property or whatever. Then none of this is going to change your mind. But this very much reminds me of the guy in Texas who had sent the text messages.
Again, yep, happened here in Texas. Same thing. A guy went to a protest, and same thing. He'll say it
about I want to kill some of these protesters.
Yes,
then he
yes.
drove into a crowd of them.
Yes.
And what do you know? He ended up killing people. It's almost like we've set up a loophole for like prospective fantasizing murder.
Yes, there's these people. They know they can claim self-defense, so they'll set up a scenario. They'll trap you. They'll trap anyone with the temper or there's tough guys out there that love to fight, one-on-one, kind of fair, that they're like, I got a couple of friends like that they love fighting, and they'll keep it fair, like, hey man, let's keep it one-on-one, this one guy told me he loves fighting more than anything else, like he loves it more than sex, he told me. And it's you bait those guys, to coming at you. They're thinking, oh, you know what, this guy might want to fight me, keep it one-on-one, mutual combat. No, man, you're falling for a trap. It's a tactic that these cowards use. Also note too, if it's just you and that person, no cameras around, they could eliminate you and claim self-defense. What do you think happened with Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman? No witnesses. If it's on one-on-one and you're the only one alive, your version is the only thing that they have to go by. Dead people don't talk. This is why that's important. That when they do bait people like that, it's cameras are your friend, and just be worried, aware that this is a thing, this is a tactic, and do not fall for it. All right. I made videos on this. Like I said, I'll say it again. This is a thing with a lot of young guys because, again, nowadays, hunting, that used to be a thing. Hunting, I don't know if anybody who goes hunting anymore. Like, dads don't take their kids to go hunting anymore. I don't even think they take them fishing or anything like outdoorsy. And a lot, you get these kids who just want to feel like a man. You want to feel tough, but don't know how. So they I don't know, they come up with freaking weird ways. They're like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go kill a person, and I'll be a real tough guy. And man, you ain't a tough guy. You want to be a tough guy, put the weapon down, and go fight somebody. Go fight somebody that's bigger than you. You go after a real challenge. Do something that's really, really difficult. Don't go after something easy. Anybody can do something easy. Go do something extremely hard. Push yourself to something challenging, and then you could claim, oh yeah, I'm a tough guy. Look, I climbed K2, a freaking mountain that has, I don't know, a freaking high percentage of death rate or something. I swim across the freaking Atlantic, or do something that's a real challenge, not something easy. Like, again, you have these little punks who go to schools and massacre, like Uvalde, a group full of kids. That ain't hard. It's not a challenge. Go do something hard. If you really want to be a tough guy, grab an arm. There's plenty of wars all over the world. Go get to it. You want to be a badass? Go to Ukraine, Russia. Pick a side. I don't give a damn. Ukraine, Russia. Pick a side. Go over there. Be a real man. That's a challenge right there. But nah, they these freaking wannabe tough guys piss me off. Anyway, hey, what are your thoughts? You agree, disagree? And do you know these type of guys? Were you one of these type of guys? I ain't gonna lie. I was part of these guys too. When I was younger, when I was in the military, I kind of did want to kill somebody just for the namesake of saying that I killed somebody. So I'm also speaking for myself, but I kind of grew out of that the older that I got, the more wiser. So let me know if this was you too. All right, that's enough for this video.